Do you feel like every time you lane against Zed, he just keeps on chunking you until you're low enough so that he just uses his combo on you and you can't do anything and you just die? You keep on getting destroyed by Zed and you get no counterplay because he just keeps on comboing you every time you approach him. Well then, this guide is for you. Welcome to a guide specifically dedicated on countering this overpowered champion. I'd just like to say before we get into the guide, I want to just say that this guide is not just for Ahri players, but anyone who wants to play a ranged champion against Zed. Many of you guys know that my main is Fizz. However, I don't play in here because he hard counters Zed, and instead I want to play a ranged champ like Ahri, someone who I'm not as comfortable with, against Zed, so that you guys know how to counter him. Thanks! Zed, like many other assassins, power spikes at level 3, where he unlocks his devastating 2-3-1 combo. But before that, he's extremely weak. That's why as a ranged champion, you want to abuse this as much as possible, raining Harass at levels 1 and 2. At level 1, Zed only has his Shuriken ability. This ability deals less damage if it passes through a target, such as a minion. That is why you want to stay inside your minion wave as much as possible to help mitigate the damage taken from his first skill. At level 2, Zed is still weak, as he still does not have the full tools to execute his 2-3-1 combo. If he levels up his third skill, he cannot get closer to you without a second skill, which is his gap closer. If he levels up his second skill, then he cannot get the slow from his third skill and hit the 3-hit combo that will proc electrocute for him. So you can play aggressively at levels 1 and 2, and even get a solo kill if he does not respect your advantages. The next phase in countering Zed is when he hits his level 3 power spike. Zed gets significantly stronger after hitting level 3, and now he can do his 2-3-1 combo, which if he hits all of his skills can deal a ton of damage. Your goal is to play around this cooldown. Zed's Shadow has an extremely high cooldown of 20 seconds when the skill is at level 1, or 18 if he hits his third skill. So you can try to dodge this skill, and then during the 18 seconds you have on its cooldown, he's just as weak as he was at level 2. So you can harass him, but remember to back up when his cooldown is almost back up. Since his 2-3-1 combo applies the slow to the enemy if Zed hits his third skill, his Shadow will most likely hit the Shuriken, so you want to focus on dodging the Shuriken that Zed throws. If you're able to dodge this skill, then you'll avoid proccing electrocute and taking extra damage. It's important to remember to stay away from Zed's Shadow even after he does the combo, because if you are low, he can teleport back to the Shadow and all in you. At level 5, Zed unlocks his ultimate. It lets him immune all damage and targeting for 0.6 seconds, and he reappears behind you. This is important to take note of so you can proactively aim your skill shot behind you. His ult puts a death mark on you that deals a percentage of the damage that you took while the mark was active. When Zed gets his ultimate, it's important that you stay near your minion wave so he can't hit you with the max damage on his shurikens. Also, remember that most champions have an escape tool or an ability that stuns the enemy, such as Ahri's Charm or Twisted Fate's Gold card. It's important to keep this off cooldown if you're low and not to waste them on pushing the wave. Also, stay calm when Zed ults you and try to dodge your shurikens when they're being thrown at you to minimize the damage taken. Before the game even begins, you can counter Zed by changing up your runes and spells if you're having a really hard time laning against him. It's important to stay healthy when laning against Zed so you don't die to his all-in. So if you want to swap your runes to play against him for more sustain, I would recommend taking Honey Fruit and Spirit Walker to counter him. Also, you can take Barrier and Flash to negate some of the damage from his combos and to get away quickly. You can also itemize specifically against him. Since Zed is an AD champion, you can take items that give armor to go up against him, such as Ninja Tabi. That's a basic guide on how to counter Zed. I hope you liked it. If you want to know more about this champion and how he works, you can check out my Zed guide, which I uploaded a few days ago. Also, shout out to this dude who wanted to have a how to counter Zed guide and left it in the comments. I used Ari so he could know how to counter him using his champ. She's a champ that I used to play a little bit, but I'm not super comfortable with using her. However, if you want a full guide on her abilities, skills, and combos, if 2 or 3 people ask for it, I'll make it for you. Lastly, shout out to FBI or Agent PP for 1v1ing me. He's a pro Zed with 59 plus win rate with like 150 plus matches. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, and I will see you soon. Bye.